Yo, what's going on, team? This is Arts Trading, and I'm going to be giving you guys my 3K to 30K challenge recap for today. We took 3 trades on Apple before running out of buying power, and we ended up with a $150 profit on the day. We took 2 sets of calls and 1 set of puts. I paper handed my puts. I know, but I just wanted to go over a quick little recap as to why I took the trades I did and why they paid off the way they did. So firstly, at 6:34, I did take an entry on Apple. So really quickly, let me pull up my Discord channel. There's a link in the description below for you guys to see my Discord trades. Free in the description below. If you want to follow along live, I live stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Feel free to tune in. I'll catch you guys there, though. So 6:34 was my first entry. 170C, 128. At 4.25 times 2. So, you go to 634. This is an ugly looking candle. I would be very, very hesitant to take a position if I saw this call out. But the reason why I did want to take something like this was if you go and actually look at a 1 hour chart, notice right here that we have a pretty big support right here at 169. So I set a very tight stop loss when I came into this position saying, hey, if it falls below 168.75, we're out. But I think we bounce here because we have this historic support of a few weeks ago. Overall, though, the position ended up pushing upwards, especially because SPY and QQQ were strong. So when you actually go to that same time frame, you can see we have straight green candles for SPY, and you go into QQQ, and you have the exact same thing. So huge green candles popping up. And so it was more so, why is Apple lagging behind behind QQQ and SPY? Because they're uptrending and Apple's downtrending. It didn't really make sense. So I took long, and it ended up paying really nicely. This was a 4-minute trade. We caught the very bottom of these candles, and then we rode it up to the 200-day moving average. That was my profit target. So I took profit at 170.4 for a $70 gain when I sold my contracts at 5.6. So overall, not bad, or rather 4.6, but still. After that, I had a second position right here at 650. So we go all the way to 650. We have a 200 SMA bounce. That was my entry on Apple. So 200 SMA is this red line that we've got. This is the 200-day moving average. Pretty much what that means is the past 200 days comprised prices are on this line. So on average, the price is about 170 for the past 200 days on the 1-minute chart. So when it does that, it is typically like a bounce type thing. I think of it as a gravity line. And so when you see the 200-day moving average kind of act as a support or resistance, you can typically center your entries or exits around it. So we did bounce right here on the 200-day moving average, and I rode it right up until 171. I already knew that this was resistance from this previous candle, so I wanted to take profit around here. And so I was setting my stop losses in profit. And although that's a very great idea, and this is going to be something that I do a lot during this challenge, it can sometimes stop you out when you see what's called a stop hunt. That's typically candles like this. Notice how big this wick is right here. Pretty much the price got sold off really hard. Options premium sell off for a second, and then it gets popped right back up, and it pulls me out of my position, and the thing continues heading higher, which is a little unfortunate. I only locked in $40 on this trade, but that's all right because that puts our total at $110 for the day. Lastly, I took a put position on this thing. I took 170p for 128 at 4.1, and I did that times 2 because I saw this giant ascending triangle on the live stream. It was a pretty simple setup. We got higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We rejected 171, and as soon as we fell below the 200-day moving average, that was my entry, and we exited at about 169.5. I 100% agree that I paper-handed this play. Massive regret because this thing continued sliding, and it happens. That's the one thing that I told a lot of the members in the live stream is that sometimes it's okay to take profit, but unfortunately I did sell out a little bit early on this position, and it kind of bit me in the butt. That said, though, the positions were pretty straightforward today. One other thing that I did was on the main account, I did swing calls overnight. So I'll really quickly go over that. So I thought, well, once I saw this thing go down to 453, I'm like, oh man, I gotta take this thing out for a loss. But I opened this position at the close of yesterday, and it gapped up to 459. So I took a small profit on these of about $60 a contract. Not bad overall. I was pretty pleased with this. This was mainly because I thought that we sold off a little too hard below the 460 level, and I thought that we would at least test it today, and that is what we did, which ended up becoming a rejection, which is why we're selling off still currently. Otherwise, I do have a special link in the description below for you guys for those who are interested in ArtsTrading Masterclass. That goes over exactly what I do when it comes to trading, my strategies, my indicator sets, along with different strategies for choosing contracts and different positions, along with the mentality of trading, because I believe that maybe 80% of trading actually is just in your head, 20% is execution. That is a special link in the description below for you guys. It is 50% off. Also, the Discord link is there as well for you guys who want to follow along on the 3K challenge. I will really quickly show you guys my Excel sheet if I have it here. It appears I don't. No, here it is. Okay. I'll load this thing up for you guys. Oh my gosh, that's a bright screen. So really quickly, we're sitting at $3,200 or $3,300 on this challenge so far. I'm very excited. We took 3 positions today. So far, we are 5 for 5 on our trades. Currently on a hot streak. Very exciting. Overall challenge stats, our average win is about $60. Our biggest trade win was on Costco at 105. That was the first trade. And overall positions, $150 on the day. Not bad. I'm very pleased as to how this challenge is coming out so far. That said, though, I appreciate you all for tuning in. As usual, I'm going to be uploading way more often on YouTube because I feel like I've been absolutely slacking on it. I think that 2022, I'm definitely going to put a lot more effort into this, and I appreciate you all for tuning in as usual. I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.